Tuesday night baseball here on the show from Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight, the second of three to start the week between the Colorado Rockies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Hisashi Iwakuma, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, remember last year he had an ERA under 4. Very solid, very dependable.
Starling Marte heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Left fielder, number 6.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. EK, you take a look at this Diamondback ball club as they begin play here tonight. They're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, you don't want to feel like you're playing catch-up one game into the season, so getting that win in front of the big crowd was a good, positive start to the season. Now they just need to carry that over into game 2.
Iwakuma steps into the wind. Here it is on 0-2. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, I think just putting this guy into the stretch early and often. Look to get the leadoff hitter on base to give themselves the best opportunity to score runs throughout the game.
Into the box now, Delino DeShields. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Just missing here, 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2. And with a quick breather here, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Miguel Sano will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game in which the team could muster all of 1 run. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Well, Matt, Woody calls a good game more often than not. Although he has been known to get a little flack from time to time about his consistency, especially on the corners of the strike zone. We'll see if that comes into play.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
The 2-0 on the way. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And, ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. Just settling in here in Phoenix for this one. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. And now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Jack Morris gets the start for Colorado in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
Freddie Freeman comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
First baseman, Freddie Freeman.
92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. EK, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight, they started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping one on the road on opening day.
Yeah, you don't want to dwell too much on one loss, and we know how long the road is ahead of them, but sure, they'd like to have that game back, no doubt about it. Nevertheless, all you can do is put it behind you and move on.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. Too high. Ball 3. Due next is Josh Reddick as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, how about come out here and just swing for the trees? This is a great hitter's park, and you might need a big showing out of your offense to give them a chance to win. So this is the place to do it.
Josh Reddick will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night. Into the windup and the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Zimmerman onto the grass. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And with that, let's bring in a look at how the Rockies will line up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, out in that corner outfield spot, a very reliable left fielder. Not somebody that's going to make the great plays, but every routine ball, it's as good as gold.
Steve Finley gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. After one, no score. Ryan Zimmerman makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
First baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. Iwakuma peers in, coming at him with the 0-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Finley is there. One down.
Batting fifth, third baseman number 24, Kelly Johnson.
Stepping in, Kelly Johnson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Well, tough to start a game much better than this. He's run through these first 5 guys pretty easily. This is already his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Looks like he's in it for the long haul here.
Travis d'Arnaud will step in now. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. First offering on its way. And this is taken outside for ball one. And this is hit in the air over toward the left field line. And Holiday will make the catch, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Nolan Arenado will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off there, 1-0. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, and that's a good job here to get off the mound quickly, pounce on it, and then make a good, strong throw.
Matt Holiday will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
You know, guys, we all know that those kind of games are going to happen in this sport. It's a tough game out there, no matter who you are. But the good ones are able to put that day behind you and go out and focus on the next game.
DeShields is there to make the play, and good work to take care of Holiday on just one pitch. Salvador Perez gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Hit hard towards center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
and that'll break the string of 5 straight to start the night. They finally get their first base runner here with 2 outs in the second. Good to at least get something on this guy before he really settles into a groove out there.
Jed Lowry set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. One and one. Here it comes. Ground ball left side. Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. We'll move to the third with no score. Corey Spangenberg will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
Second baseman.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Iwakuma gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Softly hit toward the hole. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8, shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
So 1 gone in the inning now, and here's the shortstop, Elvis Andrus. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
The windup and the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
And this is going back to the pattern he's been using here lately. Set him up inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
Not even the best players are immune to a bad call from time to time. I mean, to me, that's not a strike. And I think to him, that's not a strike either. But, hey, the guy in blue, it's strike 3, and he's the only one that counts.
Jack Morris will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
3rd inning, no score to this point. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Home half of the 3rd coming up, no score. Adeiny Echeverria digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So with 1 away, we'll take a look ahead at what's coming up for the Diamondbacks here on MLB The Show. Hisashi Iwakuma steps into the box. Here comes the first pitch. Hit to short. Andres fields it cleanly. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home 3rd.
1 out away now from 3 full scoreless innings, and both pitchers are working both inside, outside, up and down. Looking solid here to start this ball game.
Freddie Freeman will stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first.
And remember, they got him on a fastball, so I got to figure they're going to attack him the exact same way.
Shot towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And this will get to the wall out near the pool area. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hands getting into good position. The hips start to rotate, and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. For Freeman, the double was his 3rd of the season here in this first month. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Around 3rd is Freeman on his way to the plate. And the runner stuck in a pickle between 3rd base and home. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Starling Marte will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Delino DeShields in now, popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. No runs, no hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And here's his fastball for a called strike one, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Reddick has it in his sights. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Miguel Sano digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Iwakuma's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Boy, he might be pressing his luck a little now. That's two straight pitches right down the middle.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Squared that one up just a little late. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Steve Finley is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Marte is under it. One away.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Nolan Arenado will dig in. A Silver Slugger winner in the National League a season ago. First pitch of the at-bat. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. swing and a miss for strike one.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level, and he just can't help himself.
1-1 pitch is a splitter, called strike two.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
The left fielder, number 7.
So two are gone now in the Diamondbacks' fourth, and here's the left fielder, Matt Holliday. Takes this the other way to right. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
And this guy's had his way with him so far, so maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up there. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive, so this is a nice first pitch single.
Salvador Perez is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. First delivery to him on the way. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. A runner on first with two away. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Hit in the air out to right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. One left for Arizona through four. Still tied, 0-0. Ryan Zimmerman heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Liner toward right center. And this is going to find the gap for Zimmerman. It's extra bases. Around first, on his way to second now. Zimmerman rounds the bag. He's headed for third. And he'll make it in there safely as he starts out the fifth with a leadoff triple.
What a way to pick up your team's first hit of the ballgame. They'd been totally shut down to this point, but he makes great contact on this one, and he's going to wind up hustling all the way over to third with a triple.
Here's Kelly Johnson. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Tap foul at home plate. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Iwakuma comes set. Here's the 3-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Settling in now, Travis d'Arnaud. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Well, a fly ball again here this time would be just what the doctor ordered, because a sac fly here would give him the lead.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Now the outfield signal to play shallow. We'll see if that works out. Now a move by the manager to bring the corners in. So they'll try to cut down the runner at home, but they'll give up the run for an out if it's hit to a middle infielder. 1-0 count. Here it is. 1-0 pitch is a splitter in there. 1-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
No score here, but a potential run is 90 feet away with one gone. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Corey Spangenberg stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Took us a little while, but we've got our first run on the scoreboard here in the 5th. You've got to figure any more they could add on here could really go a long way.
Elvis Andrus in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
In there, strike one.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. One there. On to Freeman, and they turn the double play to end the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Jed Lowry will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a good lineup for the first 4 innings.
And a bouncing ball, foul. The 0-1 on its way. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes to Shields. Still ranging back. Gone! It's a solo shot for Jed Lowry. And the Diamondbacks strike here to make it a 1-1 ball game.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Here's Echeverria now.
Shortstop.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. They've measured that last home run officially at 404 feet. 1 run, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, after you've just given up a home run to tie the ball game, you can't afford to have a letdown out there. And he made sure he didn't. He came back with an important strikeout, and he got the next guy.
Standing in now, Hisashi Iwakuma. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. One out, nobody on. Oh, good spot. On the black for strike 2.
And he's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike 3 called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now.
Well, this is how you bounce back from giving up a home run. Back-to-back strikeouts. As a pitcher, you've got to have a short memory out there. And he looks like he's come back from that one in pretty good shape.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. As he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center.
And, you know, they were not catching up to that fastball early on, but they're catching up to it now. You can see he's all over this one and just waffles this thing. Rips it all the way to the wall, and he's into second with 2 bases.
Josh Reddick will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
For Freeman, it's his 4th double here in this early part of the year. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit out towards second, fielded by Spangenberg. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Diamondbacks come back to tie it on this solo home run. 5 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Jack Morris will lead things off for Colorado as they look to get something started in their half of the sixth.
Jack Morris.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
He's just cruising out there now. I'll tell you, this may turn into a game of first team to 2 wins.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And another foul ball. Now the Diamondbacks get a left-hander up and working in the bullpen. A little bouncer. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. And the sixth inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Starling Marte. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball, so let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Boy. And in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Stepping in now, Delino DeShields. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Echeverria to his left. He's there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Score remains tied 1-1. Steve Finley will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far.
Steve Finley.
Morris has his target. First pitch on its way. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Nolan Arenado will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. And a good pitch there, but it's taken for a ball, and it's 2-2 to the Arizona third baseman. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. On deck, the power hitting Matt Holliday. He'll hit next. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. Well, this is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Matt Holliday will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. He's set. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
1-0 pitch on the way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Sano on the move. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
That slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Salvador Perez will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
He waits. Now the pitch. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
And now with first and third, 1 out, this guy definitely holds the key to the inning here.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Hot shot down the line. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
The batter, number 8, second baseman
Jed Lowry will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Now a swing and a fly ball. Long run, but he tracks this one down out there for the second out. Nice play.
Well, you know he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Adeiny Echeverria strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Come set, now the pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. Skied into very shallow right. Sano over to his left, and the inning is over. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. 7th inning coming up. D-backs lead it 2-1. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Miguel Sano will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Reddick is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
Sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Ryan Zimmerman steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And now the skipper wants to play him to pull. He's given the signal to shift his outfielders to the left side. Here's the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Only their 3rd hit of the ball game so far. He's got 2 of them. This offense has pretty much been non-existent this entire ball game.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Kelly Johnson. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1.
This guy's kind of walked a tightrope all game long. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to 50% of the hitters he's faced, and yet pitching a very good ball game.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind, 0-2. Runners on first with 1 down. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Trying to strike him out for the third time. Tapped out in front of home. And he is in there.
All right, now just playing a little station-to-station baseball, and nothing wrong with that at this point in the ball game, especially because now you get that possible tying run into scoring position at second base, still just one out, and meanwhile, you also get the potential go-ahead run on base as well.
Travis d'Arnaud stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Trying to hold the lead. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And now it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight-up alignment. To 2-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Sent toward first. But one's all they'll get as he's back in safely at second.
It seems like these guys have had a difficult time squaring up the baseball against them so far. Here's another one that's just a simple soft liner. They don't come a whole lot easier than that.
Into the box, Corey Spangenberg. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. This is blistered into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going.
Well, that's a definition of a game-changing at-bat right there. Late in the game, he just wants to hit the ball hard somewhere, and I think this will qualify, and that's going to drive home 2 and turn that one-run deficit into a one-run lead.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Luis Avilan We'll get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Luis Avila.
Elvis Andrews will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Two out here and a runner at second. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Boy, he sure can sling that thing, can't he?
He sure can. A very wide arm angle, comes from the first base side. It's not straight either. It's moving.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Rolled foul off to the left, so he stays alive. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning stretch time coming up here in the desert. Rockies lead this one 3-2. Alex Rodriguez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 13, Alex Rodriguez.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Down by a run, your guys need you on base any way you can get there. Now you got to shrink that strike zone down and not go after anything that's not right there for you.
And that one is a called strike as he's rebounded to run it full now. 3-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, a good pitch there to get the out, and looking ahead, he's due to lead off the next half inning, so in all likelihood, this could be the end of the line for him on the mound.
Digging in now, Freddie Freeman. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
That is the hardest first pitch to look for because you just can't wait long enough. Not only is it a hard pitch to hit, but it sets up everything else you have.
Drilled to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Now you see the Colorado skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first.
Your attention, please. Now
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Stepping in is Josh Reddick as he swings at the first pitch and sends a chopper out to short. To second for 1, on to first, and how about that for an entrance? 1 pitch, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down without much of a fight. Still a 3-2 ball game. Chase Headley is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Chase Headley.
Jake Petrichka will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Petrichka. Leading out for Colorado, third baseman Chase Headley.
On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Weekly hit towards first. To his right, Freeman, and he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
This is a big inning here. You're down only 1 with the heart of the order coming up next time you get in, so that's a good first step.
Starling Marte will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. chopped weakly to the left. Gloved by Arenado. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
You know, a lot of times when you get a slow grounder and a fast runner, that can be a bad combination. So this is a nice job of realizing the situation and getting to this ball quickly to throw him out.
In now, Delino DeShields, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike two. A pause and the 0-2. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
The 1-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Again, he sends it out of play. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Hit well on the ground to first. And on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Rockies lead it 3-2. Luke Gregerson is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Luke Gregerson.
Leading off the inning, Steve Finley, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Oh, and 2. Here it comes. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he runs up to bunt with 2 strikes, but this will get foul, so he's gone.
Well, if I were you, I'd make that jog back to the dugout a slow one because you're going to find one angry manager when you get there.
Nolan Arenado stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Now here's a swing and a little bouncer out to the left of the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down.
And that's a good guy to take care of on one pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Matt Holliday will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Here's Holliday with a drive. This is to deep left field. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. 2 out, nobody on. And Holliday will not offer at that point. It's a ball and a strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2 and 2. Set to deal on 2 and 2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3 and 2 with 2 away. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Played on the backhand. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. They're down 3-2. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Miguel Sano, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. The 1-0 delivery. It's sharply toward third. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th.
Now batting.
Ready now, Ryan Zimmerman. He singled his last time up. And that's in there for strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Chopper foul. Here's the 0-2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
textbook start to the inning right there. Back-to-back hits have him in a good position to maybe stretch out this one-run lead.
Kelly Johnson gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. From the stretch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. But one or the other is what you really need.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Set to deliver the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Even though this is still just a one-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. First and second here with nobody out. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Another one sent foul. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. How about this for an at-bat?
Best we've seen tonight, no question.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Still 2-2. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. None out, runners at first and second. Drilled to first. And a costly mistake there as he gives it the old ole, and it gets right by him. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
You talk about a great at-bat. Anytime you can make a pitcher burn through double-digit pitches and then finish it off with a base hit that drives in a run, that might be the best at-bat he'll have all year.
Jose Fuentes will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Jose Fuentes.
Travis d'Arnaud will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
First and second here with nobody out. Now the runners take off again. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, that's what he's up here to do. Some late inning heat out of the bullpen, and he finishes him off with a good fastball here for career strikeout number 1.
Standing in now, Corey Spangenberg. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Not nearly in time, and it's a double steal.
And we're going to take a good look at this double steal from the camera well up here near us. You can see that both guys get about the same jump, and that moves each of them into scoring position now with just one out.
Runners are at second and third with one down. Oh, 1 is a splitter that misses for the first ball. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
This would be a big time to pick up back-to-back strikeouts if you can get it.
Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. Ready on 1-2. Here's a ball hit foul down the third base line, so they'll try it again. Second and third here, one man out. This is hit on the ground, but foul. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Wow, that one got the pitcher. No play as the run comes in to score, and we're all hoping he's going to be okay on the mound.
Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock a ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. And by the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. 1-1. Here it is. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, this is a pretty hard hit ball, and I thought for a second that he might have had a shot at the plate, but he thinks about it for a second and takes the sure out instead, and that allows that runner to come in and score.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 3 runs already home here. Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Rockies 6 and the Diamondbacks 2. Yorvis Medina is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Medina.
Striding in to start the 9th, Salvador Perez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Heading out toward shallow right. Sano is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. Jed Lowry will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Zimmerman is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. Adeiny Echeverria makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first here will be in time for the final out, and the Rockies are in the win column for the first time this year as the ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.